right, we are enjoying the final moments of the sunset tonight. We are headed out to Austin Campground in Austin, Pennsylvania to see some deer again, some elk for the weekend. So it is dark. We are scheduled to get there at 8:12, but this time of year it is November, so it is getting dark very early. What do you say, boys?
Let's roll!
Roads are pretty treacherous at night. Luckily we've driven them at least once in the day, so they're not too bad, but it is tight and windy and no lights anywhere, not a lot of traffic, which is good because you don't have stuff going the other way, but not great. The other challenge that we're gonna have to face when we get there is we stopped to top off gas into boys had to pee, and the pump wouldn't switch on. The light would go on, but the pump didn't turn on. So kind of a little worried. We've had some cold weather. We've kept the heater going, but I'm hoping that we didn't like freeze a line somewhere, or we have water freeze inside the pump. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out when we get there.
It could have like split that diaphragm in there.
Right.
And you can't really see it,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's like sucking air or something.
We got it back together and it's working. I don't know what we did. Just basically took it apart, looked at everything looked okay, put it back together, and now it's working. So maybe there was just a little piece of sand or sediment in the pump that needed to get spun out, but it's working.
Hey, good morning everyone. Having some coffee inside this morning. It is pretty chilly out there, and I'm not quite ready to brave the cold. But we did wake up somewhat early this morning. It's just about 7 o'clock. I don't think we're going to get on the road here soon. The reason that we come here is to see elk. And so this is a unique area of Pennsylvania that has some elk that were reintroduced to the area, more than 100 years ago, and the population has really taken off. So if you catch it right, you can see some elk. And so we were here a couple of months ago, and about a month ago, when they just started rutting, and we got lucky and got to see quite a few. So we're hoping we have the same luck this time around, although we do know that they are not rutting anymore, so it'll probably be less likely. Fingers crossed. Where are we going, boys?
See ya.
We got a tip from the owner of the campground about where to go this morning. A little different place than we went last time, so we'll see if we have any luck this way.
Eyes on the road. I always knew I'd get here. I just thought I'd be alone. Trees tie the skyline. The sun is on the run. There's no turning back now. This love
There's no
is just
service
begun.
here anywhere, no matter what your provider is. So if you're going with other people, a two-way radio is definitely a good tool to have. Good old-fashioned paper map is also good, and they have those available in the store.
Feels like getting older, as scary as it seems. When you're sleeping on my shoulder, dancing in a dream, it feels like getting older. With you is what I need.
That's a really good view. I don't see any elk, but this looks like a place where elk would be.
Going somewhere slowly, selling something
You could probably
sweet.
spend an hour here.
Goodbye to the lonely. The pleasure was mine to me. And I've never been so sure of settling. But when you're sleeping on my shoulder, dancing in a dream. It feels like getting older, ain't scary as it seems. When you're sleeping on my shoulder.
The cool part about driving around out here looking for elk is that even if you don't see the elk, the scenery is just absolutely stunning.
Sleeping on my shoulder, dancing in a dream. It feels like getting older, ain't scary as it seems. When you're sleeping on my shoulder, dancing in a dream. It feels like getting older. It feels like getting older. Where you is what I need.
Come on.
There we go. Good one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cheese.
Didn't find any elk, but we did find some ice cream. What kind of ice cream did you get?
Chocolate.
All right, back at camp. We'll
Chocolate.
make some lunch and we'll wait for Emily and
Yes.
a few more families to arrive. I'm sure the kids will find some things to occupy their time. Looks like Dave Underwood's here.
Hi.
Smile, you're on as the camper rolls.
Oh, we made it!
Hey, you're famous.
I'm through some pretty windy stuff.
Yeah.
Some no shoulders.
I was gonna warn you, but then I had no service.
I don't think so.
Exactly what I needed.
Coffee wasn't working, so the nap did the trick.
Coffee sounds good.
Dusk is coming. That means the elk might be roaming again. Like dusk and dawn are the two best times for seeing deer, so we're gonna go check out the dam area where we saw them last time and see if we can get lucky and find a few again just before sunset tonight. Something on the right. Deer? Deer on the right. Weren't there elk up there before? I think we saw elk up there before. Oh, there's deer, yeah.
Mommy said he just saw an elk, but crazy. Sometimes kids put, like this is a story I got told. Some kids take a kayak, they sneak up on a goose that's in the water, jump on the back, hold on to the ears until it gets to the other side of the water, and then jumps off quickly. I'm not sure if it's true, but I've heard people say that before.
It's a crazy story. We got our scouts going up front of us so we can, if they see anything, we make sure we can see it right after. They'll jump on the radio and tell us. Right, here's the dam overlook. Okay, and stand.
Is it down?
Yes, right there, yeah, right.
One of them has a corona on it. Wait, where is it?
No, put the knife in.
Hey, not a real.
I could do this all day. Well, maybe not all day, but I could do this for a long time.
Wait, who do you love?
You and Dad. You and Mom.
Oh, maybe we should go see if Mom's back then?
So much.
You love us so much? So maybe we should go see if Mom is back yet. You just give me at the camper? Let's go find out, okay? Tommy, what'd you put in there? That bag? What was in that bag? Color changing? Awesome. That is cool color changing. Morning of elk searching. Getting into some fog.
You're gonna have pink lips.
Hopefully we're still able to see the deer. All right, so I don't think we're gonna be able to see much because the fog is so thick. So while everybody else is walking over there to take a gander, I'm gonna throw the drone up because I think the fog is pretty low hanging, and I think it'll be really cool if we can get a shot from just above the clouds here. All right, so like I said, not much action going on there. Couldn't see much because of the fog, so we're gonna head closer to Benezette and see if we can have any better luck there. What we doing, Nab? See you, Colin?
On that side.
Anything out there?
Halfway.
A pathway?
Yeah, look right here.
Is it for people or for elk?
Or deer. Or what?
Back on some seasonal roads.
Might not survive. Just look at the kitten, Zoe.
What's going on?
I would say there's a good chance that this may result in a new family pet. I don't know. 2 little kitties. Looks like they were abandoned. Don't know where they went though. I don't know where they went. I guess not.
Wow.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, pause.
This is pretty steep. Going down. Hey, we're gonna take a short break just for a second. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so that you can get notifications about all our upcoming episodes. Speaking of upcoming episodes, this is our last trip of the year, but this is not going to be the last episode of the year. We held off footage from a very special trip, the best trip of the year, just to save for our season finale. So stay tuned for that next week. We weren't lucky enough to see a whole bunch of elk close up this time around, but we did get to see a few, and we also got to enjoy the just beautiful scenery along the road. So it is, even though it's a disappointment about the lack of elk close up, it was never a disappointing ride. Bow and arrow. Target. For joining us, don't forget, tune in next week for our season finale. Also, we're gonna come out with an episode soon that is going to highlight some of the trips that we had planned for 2021. But we're not through planning yet, so I want to know, in the Northeast, what are your top destinations? What's on your bucket list? Where are you headed this summer? And where will we maybe see you? Until next time, hold out.
The other one will battery